Okay, well, that's an interesting tile area to go ahead and try and take. Whoa, we got a couple of nice tiles over here. Maybe not quite enough to counter something else, but still very usable. Bradbury's going to establish down in there. We'll need to watch him all game long and make sure that he doesn't get away with that super easily. This is also potentially very nice right here. Look at this. This is interesting. This is interesting. All right. More and more people coming down. I think it's safe enough at this point. Let's go ahead and do it. We still got the cheap aluminum. Nobody purchased it up early, so that's nice for us. Let's go ahead and put everything back into steel for the moment. And just wait. We'll try and get to the upgrade. Probably try and grab one of these geotherms. And then two. We could just try for 2 geotherms and 1 aluminum, but that's a bit on the risky side. So I think instead we will just go for maybe 1 geotherm and then an aluminum. Maybe if we can get to that cheap new claim, we can get 2 geotherms down. But that's a bit risky. But we can try it. See how it goes. Okay, almost to the upgrade. We'll just take it immediately. There it is. Claim, claim, claim. Alright, sell down steel. Get down some aluminum. Some more aluminum. Sell down steel. Alright, 6 seconds, 5 seconds until that opens. If we can get to this new claim and get double geos established, that would be ridiculous. Bam, doing it. Claim auction. Alright, well, we can go for this too. Thankfully, we have a lot less debt than before. Bradbury still has not managed to actually use what he has done. So Bradbury is going to die quickly. We need to be ready for that. We need to plan for that now. We're already into areas that potentially are going to make a lot of money, right? Power has a lot of potential. Oh, we didn't really want that if we were going to try and make money on power, though. I thought that might go a little bit higher. That was a mistake on my part. Maybe we just go into aluminum and try to seriously sail on through on the aluminum and steel that we already have to push through and buy out Bradbury. We need 30,000 to make it happen right now. I should have let him take the debt. That was a misplay. In every way, that was a misplay. The other option is to just start buying into him now, but that is a bit risky. Both of these plays have inherent risks in them. How much power is actually established? I'm not seeing any right now. And as people expand, as people move into more and more steel production, it becomes better and better to get these geotherms put down. They cost a lot, though, and they still have to churn through 90,000 debt. So that's the concern. 32,000 to get the buyout. Clark, he's nowhere near actually succeeding, but he is starting to push that price up. So maybe we just start buying now. See if we can make this happen. We might just need to go for an upgrade, though. Everything is so cheap. I think we just upgrade and move into potentially some farms, potentially go ahead and get this power established. This guy's already in a lot of farms. Reactors are another option. Steel was just so cheap in that moment. Bradbury's an AI. Fantastic. All right. Well, whatever. Oh, come on. I hit the button. Whatever. Fine. Well, let's go for reactors. Just 3 reactors. Sure, why not? Alright, no, it doesn't look like anybody's going to get that immediately. So let's go ahead and get these geotherms up and running so we're not tanking quite so much debt. Come on. You can do it. There it is. And hope these reactors carry us through to the glass we need to go ahead and take the game. By continuing to upgrade. Okay, well, let's get a goon squad down on this guy. Don't need to be completely wrecked by a power surge. We have flooded aluminum quite effectively in attempting to get to this buyout, but it just didn't quite happen. So it ended up being a bit of an error. Asimov is keeping up quite nicely this game. Shouldn't be any real big surprise. He is acquiring debt through not having power, but it looks like he's going to try and fix that now. Let's see what we can do. He's also flooded food quite effectively, so he's going to have to watch out for that. Okay, there is silicon on this map, but not a lot. That's interesting. Let's get that geotherm down. And yeah, another new claim. Why not? Let's go for it. Give it to me.
10,000, 14,000, 18,000.
Come on, go, 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 go. New claim. I want to spend this on silicon, if I can. There it is. Let's go ahead and grab the tile. There's some silicon, but not a whole lot. So my options are throwing down glass production directly or throwing down silicon. I think I honestly want to just get down like 2 silicon tiles that maybe I can make use of later. Let's see, we need 60 for the upgrade. That's not too bad. Should be able to make that happen. Power's coming online with adjacency bonuses, so that's also kind of a big deal. The reactor's not doing as well as I was hoping. Once again, we had wells here move into reactors when they weren't going to be very good for him at all, and it's kind of causing him some problems, you can tell. Alright, let's grab up a new claim. A little nervous about it, but hopefully with the power online, with the fact that we've already established the glass we need to upgrade, it'll be okay. Let's get down a little more silicon coming in, and then plan on a glass transition when we upgrade, or before, if we decide that aluminum is no longer worth making. Although, so by the way, look at this power production. 6 power production off these 2 tiles. We have taken on a lot of debt though, so we desperately need this power production to kind of be effective at paying down some of our debt very quickly. Alright, sell down oxygen again. Don't really want to buy into myself if I don't absolutely have to. I'd rather push to an upgrade first. It's looking a little sketchy, but it should be okay. There we go. Got that part done. Now we just got to get this glass production established. Dynamite. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. It does hurt, though, because we're not paying down debt effectively at this point. Maybe I should have gone for that extra goon. Alright, whatever.
The black market is online.
Black market. Can't really establish a goon. We can grab a power surge, though. Which I'm thinking would be a good idea. Just shut down somebody's power somewhere.
Scientific colony expanded.
Make sure power stays a bit high. Night's on the way, so maybe we do that in the morning. I want to get this glass established. Quite badly. Love to get this glass established. Aluminum popped back up, so that's working out very well for us. We can start selling that down and get serious work done. Gonna go into another reactor here, and then I'm feeling an engineering lab. See if we can make that work. Okay. Clark is not sitting on a lot. Asimov is not sitting on a lot, so neither of them is really going for this buyout yet. This 50,000 buyout. Which is good for us. I don't really want to let a geotherm just go away without fighting for it at least a little bit. Somebody else got hit, so that's nice. Alright, fine. I guess we'll establish another geotherm. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. Decent production down now. We'll see if we can kill off Bradbury at this point, I think. We don't need that much to make it happen. He is a computer. They don't really do a good job defending themselves.
The black market is
so we'll just see what we can do. Already 30,000 out of the 50 that we need. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait and see. No more buys, no more anything. We're just going to make this push. See if we can clean this one up. This one was a bit better because 3 of us were fighting over it at least, even though it was just one guy death spiraling out. Instead of 2 of us like it was before, so that was kind of nice to see, I suppose. It's still a little bit silly that I'm going to get to this fast, though, potentially. There it is. Alright, that gives Clark and Asimov a significant amount of cash, but of course... Whoa. EMP and a power surge. I guess that shouldn't really be a surprise, right? I did have a lot of valuable buildings right there. The engineering lab is online. Let's go ahead and start making use of it. We can upgrade glass in the short term. Hopefully that'll be okay. There's some glass production down, so we need to shut down what we can of the glass that's online. Let's grab up an EMP. Is there any other glass online? I'm not seeing it. This guy's already gone into electronics production. It's making him a lot of money because electronics is actually pretty good right now. So I can't really fault him for it. It's working out quite well. Reactors are okay. Could start buying into Asimov, but that's a little bit dangerous. A little bit more dangerous than just pushing for an upgrade because, man, Offworlds are good. Again, Offworlds are good. So what do we want? We want more claims, and we want upgrades. Thankfully, those things go kind of hand in hand. We're already sitting on this glass production. We are scientific. We are upgrading it. So that'll allow us to upgrade even more effectively, potentially. Food would be nice to be in, but we're just been kind of ignoring it, unfortunately, for the most part. Could do this. We'll freeze one of our buildings for a short time, but it's not the end of the world. Let's upgrade. Get down extra steel. Get down extra glass.
The black market is on.
And then I'm thinking maybe chems at this point. Maybe just some chems. And where do we want to put the chems? Is there good? I mean, we could put the chems down here, kind of next to the carbon. Maybe get to slant drilling at some point and have that help out. Might not be the end of the world. But carbon's just so cheap right now. And if we instead go for a patent lab potentially at some point, it could work out a lot better. Try and get to this extra claim. We'll grab up a new claim for ourselves as well, just to make sure we're going to be okay. Let's see. Chems. There we go. Keep pushing on this. We have the highest stock price in the game. Nobody's really threatening us right now, except for Wells. Like, Wells and Clark are both doing all right. They're all sitting on around 50,000, except for Herbert, I suppose. So we need to watch out a little bit and maybe buy up our own stock after this. But getting to this extra claim allows us to even more heavily go into chem production more easily. We'll keep improving glass because it's just stayed strong, so why not? And then we could start buying an Asimov, actually. It's an option. The other option is, of course, to just grab up the 100 electronics that we need, sit on this massive amount of steel and glass production, because, man, are we making glass right now. Alright, Asimov's going to buy himself. That actually, he takes himself away from us as a problem at that point by doing that. So we are just going to establish... Do we go ahead and establish the Offworld right here? Look at this ridiculous power surge that could come through here. I'm going to do it anyway. See if we can make it work. Well, the power surge did something, I guess. That was a little awkward. Oh, seriously? A glass surplus? Blah. Alright, Wells is buying into Herbert, so we gotta buy into Wells. Don't think he can quite finish it, but it's still a bit of a concern. We seriously just got underground nuked. Okay. Okay, whatever. Not my problem, I guess. Glass is still fine. Could push to even another off-world at this point, potentially. It's dangerous to move into 2 off-worlds. I always advise against it. But I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, Clark has an off-world down. We've got 2 off-worlds coming up. Clark also is going into 2 off-worlds, though, and his are far more attackable than ours. So that's something to consider. Let's start getting these sends going. Oxygen is strong to send, so we're going to have to keep an eye on our glass production. Let's go ahead and upgrade oxygen production a bit. And maybe start thinking about moving away from glass and into electronics is what I'm looking at. Frozen again. It hit the good stuff, unfortunately.
Scientific colony expanded.
Water is also super... Well, never mind. Water's coming down. These guys are crazy, just throwing around prices everywhere. Well, I didn't really want to do that. We could consider replacing our aluminum with electronics, even. Just ripping the aluminum out of the ground instead is definitely an option. Chems are still fine. Upgrades are still going. Yeah, we're upgrading oxygen. Let's keep going with that. And maybe start looking at buying into Clark. We'll also just goon squad this. Let's do it. Come on, go away! Metal mine! Thank you. Sheesh. I'm gonna keep pushing on this. Our debt's not so much of a concern right now. Our stock price is maybe a little on the low side, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. And an extra claim is, I mean, it's an extra claim. At this stage of the game, it's just plain good most of the time. I think I'm going to use it on a patent lab. Alright, Clark's defending himself. That's fine. We kind of want to start defending ourselves. We've got off-worlds established. We have this extra person we've been mostly ignoring and using to beef up our stock price, honestly. We don't have to ignore him. We can upgrade him. We can get him into extra water production. We can look at adding to these reactors over here. Maybe moving even into... Let's see. Let's just make all this water, figure it out later. Make sure we've got this send continuing to go. Not this one this time. We're sending food this time. Buy food, send food. That should be a bit better. Do we have 2 of those online now? Yeah, we do. Send both with food. Should be just fine while food is surplusing. I would love to get to another upgrade and add on to some of these reactors, and I would absolutely love slant drilling. I would adore slant drilling right now. That's fine. Our glass production is actually awful, and I should have transitioned it out if I wasn't so busy elsewhere right now. So that's actually totally okay. Start buying into wells a bit. We'll upgrade again. Get a couple more reactors down. That should be just fine. Don't think I ever actually... No, I did build that geotherm. Okay, good. I should have built that geotherm. It's good that I did. Why is this not launching? Launch food, come on. Let's see. Next launch can go ahead and be oxygen, potentially. They're pretty close. So we'll launch oxygen. That should be fine. Let's see. Sell off some glass. Move into what instead of glass? More reactors? Maybe just some farms? We have so many reactors down already. Let's upgrade oxygen production. Actually, what I really want to do, because I'm an idiot, so I want to do this. Then a reactor here. Start defending ourselves. Thinking machines after this would be absolutely wonderful. Let's get another patent lab down. See if we can make use of that. Aluminum's gone nuts, by the way. Just want to point that out. We'll try and use some slant drilling to compensate. And head toward carbon scrubbing as well. Offworld shipments launching. Exactly what we want. Alright, food's starting way up, so we can start seriously just sending oxygen. Alright. Clark got to a buy. That's good for Clark. Pirates are good. We'll try and head into those. Don't know exactly what we can pay for the pirates, but like there are electronics to steal over here, for example, that are going to be fantastic. That are Clark's now, Asimov being the one who finally got knocked out of the game. So the electronics should be okay. They're the primary thing that I see to steal right now. And that's really what I want to head toward if I can pull it off. And that carbon price. Pretty crazy. Alright, we got the pirates. Let's watch for the send here. It'll be coming soon for some of them. They aren't even making him good money right now. At least the one that's not on a carbon tile, but right. Not likely to get the steal, but possible. Alright, we did. Thank you. And let's make sure we are running full crazy on these. There we go. Get working. Buy up some more wells. Make sure the off-worlds are launching. Just consistently at this point. Just always launch oxygen. Maybe construct a couple more off-worlds. They're pretty cheap right now. How close are we to carbon scrubbing? We're getting there, still some ways away. Commit a little more to teleportation. We gotta buy up our own stock, unfortunately. Let's just do one of these. Be done thinking about it for the time being. Alright, an off-world costs 42,000, but first we have to get to a next level headquarters. Then we can throw down an off-world here. And maybe another off-world somewhere else before too terribly long. We could just get into more steel here for the time being while we wait. That could be alright. And then farms are looking like a thing to be in instead of all this water. So let's do some of that. Go away, tile. Come on. How many times do I have to tell you? Just get out of here. Put down an aluminum mine there. And then probably just another farm here. Should be fine. There we go. Okay, let's upgrade steel production all the way. Well, actually, let's not do that. Let's upgrade food production all the way. There we go. Clark is the person with a little stock in us, but if we buy wells, we're still kind of in a decent spot. I should probably pay a bit more attention to them, but I'm just really bad at that. It's kind of sad. I want to transition these to aluminum, but they're already electronics, which are making decent money, but aluminum might be a bit better, but it's short term, and everything's just awkward doing it anyway. Oh, they also get me iron, so there's that. Details. Small details. Alright, teleportation we're taking. Let's take nanotech. Let's take superconductor. Both of those look important right now. Superconductor are going to be absolutely ridiculous with adjacent geotherms, right? There's just really no arguing it. That's just insane. Okay, the reactors aren't doing so hot anymore, despite all the off-worlds that are online. Let's make sure all of our off-worlds are shipping consistently. Let's see. Do I need one more off-world? I think I do. It can go right there. There we are. No, dynamite! Where did it... Seriously? On a geotherm? The power's down to 80 already. Why? Why bother? Whatever. Not my problem. Let's upgrade glass again and see if we can find a way to move back into that. What else do we want to upgrade? Upgrade chems. There we go. That'll clean that up. What do we need to actually kill wells? We're probably about there. 607. We need 641. We'll get to that momentarily. Goodbye. And one person left. Just Clark down at 637. Let's make sure all of the Offworlds are continuing to launch things. Come on. Do it for me. You can do it. I believe. There we go. All the oxygen launches in the world. Just need 400,000 more, and we'll be able to wrap it up.
Look at all the money.
All right. A nice little game. The game's over at this point, right? All we have to do is literally sit back, let our Offworlds go, let our farms work, let our chem labs work. We could move into glass production instead of these engineering labs, potentially. Because glass is pretty valuable, and we never really moved back into it. But it honestly shouldn't matter all that much. That's GG. No Qubit, no PB, no Game Slayer, right? The game's a lot easier. No big surprise. As you can see, we were a little more patient that time in founding. Nobody else really identifying that this spot right here existed, right? This was pretty huge for us. Just, it didn't make us any money because we still founded with debt, so we couldn't make a full power play to make money, right? But just being able to literally sit on 2 geotherms and have them cover you? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We did get blown up occasionally on the geotherm, right? We got hit by at least 2 or 3 dynamites that game. But we protected the first one. And the power surges were awkward because they were so difficult to place with this idea of, all right, well, you can power surge one of these tiles, but who knows where it's going to go, so good luck. Like, if you were going to power surge anything, it almost had to be here. And then if this guy was trying to power surge us, it also created a bit of a weird scenario. EMPs would have maybe been a bit better. I don't know, guys. It was really helpful just having access. This was such a fantastic scientific spot. This guy's was fine too. But we had the aluminum. And I want to look. How much did I make off of aluminum that game? I made 140,000 off of aluminum that game. Like, seriously? Seriously? You guys let aluminum go that nuts? It worked out. I was okay with it. Made some on chem, some on oxygen as well. But most of it was just pushing to those off-worlds. We made it work. It was good. Obviously, we got a little silly at the end with all of our engineering labs, our patent labs, taking everything just to secure the game while we waited to get completely established on all of our income. But it was still a safe play, just to make sure nobody could do anything crazy to us. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it.